This is a follow-up video that I wanted to make about the S802 digital tuna, the Fieldmaster. A number of people pointed out correctly that I should have read the manual before launching into a review of the watch. That said, the only thing that would have done was tell me how I could have turned the light on. Now, it's not really an intuitive design to turn the light on, and even worse, the light doesn't seem to work. How you're supposed to be able to turn the light on is to tap the glass. Now, look at the nice glass, by the way. See, I just cleaned that off. So let's tap the glass. Okay, the light doesn't turn on. No light. Light doesn't work. So I was like, okay, well, and I read the manual and I was like, let's check the sensitivity, and it says if the light doesn't turn on, set the sensitivity to 1. And I was like, okay. So we're gonna hold this, and then we're gonna push this button repeatedly to get to the tap strength. There it is. Oh, and it was already set to 1. So that's as sensitive as it can be. I don't know what it's supposed to look like when the light turns on, but it's just not doing it. So I'm sitting there trying to turn the thing on, light doesn't work, and now because I've been trying to turn it on, there's a little smudge on the glass. Yet another stupid design. So anyway, that's about it. And I want to, I mean, I have it set correctly, and the light still doesn't work. Ooh, I got it to work. It's like a little light green glow. It was there for a couple of seconds, then it went away. That's how the manual says it should be, that the light's up for 2 seconds. It is not lighting up. Oh, there it goes. I got it to light up. Barely. So it's a very, very, very light, very dim light. It's sort of a greenish color, and it's not very efficient to turn on. It was taking multiple taps to get it done. I have the sensitivity set to where it's supposed to be. Come on. And it should be, if you have a feature, it should work. If you have a design, it should be intuitive. I mean, if we want to talk about intuitive designs, let's talk about my old late 90s G-Shock. If I want to turn on the light, by gosh, there's a honking big white button right there, and the light turns on. This watch is great. I've had this watch for many years. It's a late 90s G-Shock. I got it at Arc Thrift Shop for $1. And it's never failed me. I pressure tested this watch. It's bulletproof. So this thing being a G-Shock killer is not gonna happen. And yes, I should have read the manual, but I didn't. It should not have been that hard to figure out how the light works. I shouldn't have had to try to adjust stuff. And then I went and adjusted stuff, and it still doesn't work particularly well. Seriously, G-Shock. Sort of just as a preview for some other things, talking about Seiko and their problems, I'm also going to be talking more about the C-type balance issue that Seiko is prone to. This particular watch, this is one of the new limited edition PADI, P-A-D-I, models of the 62 MAS reissue. This watch is brand new. It came from Japan. The owner sent it to me because he had so many problems with it. He had actually sent it, he had problems. He sent it to Seiko in New Jersey, and Seiko New Jersey said, we have to replace the movement, but we won't do that here. You have to ship it to Japan. So he gave up on it, and it's now here, and I'm gonna do a whole thing. We're gonna look at this. I'm gonna take this PADI watch, and we're gonna look at the numbers, and then I'm gonna strip this thing down to the bone. I'm gonna take it completely apart and service it and see if we can make it any better and find some answers. So look for that, and that should be a lot of fun. One last note. A number of people told me that I should have read the manual, which is absolutely valid criticism. I'm happy for people to post comments on the channel and point out when I'm wrong. I love it, actually. If you guys catch me on a mistake, that's fine. I don't know everything. So we have multiple sets of eyes to make sure we get the right information. That said, no rudeness, no profanity. My oldest daughter, who's 11, she watches this channel. And so she loves reading the comments, and she goes through all this stuff. And it's just, I don't want her reading anything that's even slightly off color. Even an acronym that is slightly off color, I don't want it. I had a comment from a guy, Alan H., and he used not just an acronym that had some profanity in it, but also it was just generally rude. You know, life is rude enough, and people are abrasive enough to each other, and we all have a tough time getting through our days. There's absolutely no call for rudeness on any level. When you're typing a response on my channel, keep it in mind that, one, I place a lot of stock in manners, and that anything you type is going to be read by an 11-year-old girl. And if she reads something that it disturbs her in any way, then think about that. If you're typing, you're like, I don't know, 11-year-old girl's going to read this. And if you double think it, I would edit it out. Because it's a real good way. If that makes it through, what's going to happen is you're going to be muted, and that'll be the end of it. Not that that's the end of the world or some horrible, punishment. Oh no, you're being exiled. No, nothing like that. Just, this is light and this is fun, and we're all learning together, and it's great stuff. So just police yourself, and always think about how you're going to impact other people. Being rude to somebody else doesn't make you any smarter. It doesn't make someone better. It doesn't put you above someone else. Putting someone else down to make yourself feel better, which is what I assume this person was doing, it's not cool. So that's it. So anyway, look for that PADI video. I'm gonna, when I get through more of this week, I'll do that, and it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I really am, because it's, brand new, almost $900 limited edition watch from Japan, dead out of the box. Needs brand new movement according to Seiko. All right, that's it. Just a ramble. If you have any questions or observations, feel free to type it. And again, if you have to rip me a new one, that's great. Just be nice about it. Okay, I'll talk to you later.